Now, back to more of Behind the Scenes at the Hanover Theatre. And your host, Lisa Condon.
Welcome back, everybody. And I don't know about you, but I am extremely hungry after our last guest. And now I think we're all going to be working up a thirst because our next guest is Chris Pierce. Chris is the assistant beer manager, or as some people prefer to call him, the beer ninja over at Julio's Liquors. Welcome, Chris.
Hi there, Lisa. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, it is an absolute pleasure. We're glad that we can have you. And we're also glad that we've been able to partner with you on quite a few things in the past, and that you're coming to our preview party again this Thursday, May 1st. So tell our listeners what you have on tap for us.
It's going to be a great tasting. We are going to be basically set next to Camelot, the table for the Camelot. And so we kind of themed our beers along that. So we have Jack's Abbey out of Framingham. They have a great beer called Smoke and Dagger. Again, Smoke and Dagger, pretty theater-related. It's an excellent black lager, low alcohol, easy drinking. It's just below 6%. So it has a little bit of roasty smokiness about it, but again, it goes down nice and crisp and smooth. The other one from Jack's Abbey is called Saxonator. Again, Anglo-Saxons over in England there. So the Saxonator will make you feel right at home. It's a double bock, which is a big, heavy German style, a little bit more meat on the bones for that. It has a big toffee characteristic, kind of a small dark fruit characteristic towards it too. And this is a sipper. It's over 9%, so it's definitely something to sit down and warm your bones with. The other side of that, we do have some loving beers from the great parody called Monty Python the Holy Grail. So they actually have two beers that are Camelot related. One called the Holy Grail Ale, of course. That's a below 5% beer that is very easy drinking. It's an English-style pale ale. A little bit of toffee, has a real nice crisp, bitter backbone towards it. But again, just light and easy to sit down and drink. And then they're Black Knights Reserve, so got to have the Knights associated with Camelot. So something to have that has just a little more roastiness about it, a lot of dark fruit characteristic towards it as well. Something that's a little stronger also, so something to have, after dinner at your round table.
Oh, I think we need it before dinner, during dinner, and after dinner at our round table.
Couldn't agree with you more, Lisa.
Chris, I don't know. I'm getting happier by the moment just hearing about these options. Which one is your favorite out of all of these?
To be honest, if I'm sitting down and going for just something I can drink nice and easy and relax, it would have to be that first one, the Smoke and Dagger from Jack's Abbey.
And I hadn't heard of Jack's Abbey before, but it's always amazing to me how many local breweries and wineries that we have in our immediate area.
Yes, it's becoming really popular nowadays to open your own craft or boutique, brewery or winery. And Jack's Abbey's right in Framingham, only about 2.5 years old, and they're already winning medals left and right at some of the national and international events for beer brewing.
Oh, that's awesome. And Julio's is in a great location to really tap into all of the local brewers that you have, because tell us where you're located.
We're right at the intersection of 495 and Route 9, and really Mass Pike for that matter.
Yep.
We're at 140 Turnpike Road. It's at an intersection of Lyman Street and Route 9 in Westboro, Massachusetts.
Love it. I'm very familiar with where you are because of where my daughter dances. And so I always drive by and I'm like, ooh, I know that Julio's has these great tastings, and you have great tastings regularly. And there are some other nice features to your store. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Most certainly. We have tastings just almost every single night of the week, to be perfectly honest. Starting on Tuesday, we have a wine education class. Wednesday, we have Whiskey Wednesdays. On Thursday, we have wine adventures with our wine director, Abe Leonard. On Fridays is our Hoppy Fridays is what we call it. That's the beer tasting. And then throughout Saturday and Sunday, we always have breweries, distillers, wineries that come in and just do tastings throughout the store. A great way in order to find out about these, juliosliquors.com. It has everything listed there for you.
Of course it does. And so how long have you been with Julio's?
It's been about 3 years now.
Wow. How long have you guys been at that location?
We've been at this location, to be honest, for a very long time. We're about to celebrate our 40th anniversary. We've had Julio's has gone through many different forms throughout the years. And this exact location where we are, it's been probably about 20 years now.
Wow.
But the whole entire plaza used to be centered around Julio's grocery store. So it's been through many changes, but we've been here quite a while.
And how did you get involved with this industry?
Well, I was going to college. I'm from Westboro, so I was lucky when I turned 21 to have Julio's right here already. So
conveniently located.
Exactly. So it was the first place I shopped, and I really quickly fell into the love of craft beer, and it was one of those where needed a job, something to do on the side while I was at college, and came here, applied, and now here I am. Working in the beer department, running the beer department for the store.
And so, Chris, tell us the truth. Do you have your own little distillery, or are you brewing on the side?
Oh, of course I'm home brewing on the side. Any good craft beer lover has to dabble a little bit into his own craft.
And so when people are coming and visiting you at our preview party, do you think they should look for when they're tasting these samples that you have?
You know, it's really going to come down to basically be able to tell the difference between the styles. We have a good collection of styles from light to dark. So really when people come over to sample, they should ask a lot of questions on what the style is, ask how it's made, what they use when they actually brew it. It's really good just to, learn that little bit of education so that when you're out at a restaurant or if you're out buying beers for yourself at Julio's or elsewhere, that you can actually pick the styles that you like and know how to choose those.
Well, and I happen to know another person who comes into your store and does samples because I used to work with Garth Schoenefeld, who is part of Green River Ambrosia. So mead, mead is a whole new trend in alcohols too.
Most certainly it is. And we have a great relationship with Green River Ambrosia, not only just for their mead, but for their kombuchas, too. I mean, they are a fantastic company, again, being local out of Greenville, Mass.
It's amazing to me. And you know what? I live right in the middle of Massachusetts, so I'm I'm centrally located to, say, the Vineyard in Hardwick, and then you can go into western Massachusetts, and there are all sorts of craft distilleries and breweries, and it's amazing. And then when you go east, like you were saying, there's the Abbey Brewery right in Framingham. So
yes, indeed.
What resources would you recommend to people if they were looking for more information? Should they just go to your website, or is there...
You can. We have an excellent beer section on our website, which will tell you about a lot of the beers, the craft breweries that we have in the store. Another good thing is our Facebook page as well. We always have information regarding what's going on at the beer shop here at Julio's. But really, it's going to sound simple, but Google is your best friend. If you type craft beer in Massachusetts into Google, the amount of resources that will come up, the amount of tastings that will come up, the amount of personalities in the craft beer scene in Massachusetts will really amaze you and get you really going with a good head start for learning everything craft beer Massachusetts.
Chris, I love how fun all of this is, because as I was saying to somebody else today, if we're not having fun with what we're doing, it just is not worth it. So thank you for partnering with us. Thanks for bringing a little bit of fun into this event. Everybody is going to be happy to come and visit you at the preview party. Let me tell you, I can already tell there's going to be a line around the Camelot. And by the way, we also have a knight and a Celtic warrior from the Worcester Art Museum who are going to be coming and mingling with the audience. So I'm sure you're going to see them. I'm sure they're going to be playing off of all of the wonderful styled and themed beers that you're bringing. And we appreciate everything that Ryan does. I love the weekly newsletter you guys do.
Oh, yes, most certainly. That is another good resource to find out everything craft, boutique, distilling, wineries, and breweries right there in that newsletter.
So if people want to sign up for that newsletter, do they go to your website? The best way
to do it, most certainly, right on juliosliquors.com. There's a section right there to put your email right in. And again, it's one of those things, don't be nervous about putting your email in. We don't sell your information. All you're getting is a weekly newsletter that tells you all the great events and sales that happen here at Julio's.
And you know what, Chris? We never share or sell our information either. So everybody, your information and your secrets are safe with Chris and with the Hanover Theatre.
Well, excellent, Lisa. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I hope you have a fabulous day, and we'll see you at the theater.
Most certainly. See you there.
All right. Thanks again.